That company was drawing in millions of dollars every year, and I was seeing a fraction of that.
You would think with something as personal as a YouTube channel, the creator would have full ownership of it, but that isn't always true. And in some cases, how they lost control is downright ugly, which is what we'll be discussing today. Starting with the most recent high-profile case of a YouTuber selling their channel, we have Matthew Patrick, or as he's known by his fans, MatPat. On April 18th, 2011, after living as an unemployed actor in New York for 2 years, Matt uploaded the first episode of Game Theory to his YouTube account. The video was a surprising hit, and 12 years later, what started as a portfolio builder had grown into 4 channels that cover a wide range of topics, from video games to movies, television, food, and beyond. Over the course of a decade, with his wife Stephanie working on the business side, they accrued over 30 million subscribers across all of their accounts, and built a dedicated following of theory-loving fans, all entirely independently. This would change, however, when on December 20th, 2022, MatPat posted a video to The Game Theorists in which he announced that he had sold Theorist Media, and with it, all of their channels. He explained how juggling countless roles and responsibilities as a small team, from making videos to managing their social media presence to working with brand partners, was beginning to impede their ability to focus on making new and better content.
All of us on the team were already working on all the regular videos, which includes notes and thumbnails and filming. We were also doing St. Jude at the time, and Steph and I were consulting. We were traveling to conventions to hang out with you guys. And that's all the fun stuff. That isn't even mentioning all the unsexy stuff of actually running a responsible business.
As a result, they decided to sell the company in order to finally have the creative breathing room to achieve their ambitions, while also being able to rely on the resources and expertise of others. Matt explained that an array of companies approached them with purchase offers, but only one met their various qualifications. A startup called LunarX, which describes itself as a future-forward media company that invests in digital-first content brands to elevate them into globally loved franchises. Matt reassured his loyal followers that although LunarX now owned Theorist Media, he was still CEO of the company. His wife was COO, and all members of Team Theorists would still be staying in their positions. Fans took this world-shaking news with cautious optimism, which can most likely be attributed to how upfront and thorough MatPat was in the announcement video. While everyone involved so far seems to be optimistic about the prospects of this new stage, time will ultimately tell whether or not this was the right decision. Unfortunately, not all YouTube channel sales have been this straightforward. We'll learn about another after a brief word from our sponsor. Have you ever Googled yourself and noticed on one of those public sites that all of your personal information is just right out there for everyone to see? Data brokers are making a fortune selling your information to spammers, robocallers, hackers, and anyone else who wants it, including your address, which is why a service like Aura is so important. Aura can identify data brokers exposing your info and submit opt-out requests on your behalf. Brokers are legally required to remove your info if you ask them to, but they make it super hard to do, which is where Aura becomes important. This company also does so much more to protect you and your family from online threats you can't even see. It's really easy to set up, so you don't have to download several different apps to get things like parental controls, antivirus, VPN, password management, identity theft insurance, and more. You get everything for one affordable price. Let Aura do the hard work of keeping you safe online, so you can focus on other tasks with peace of mind. So you can either let people continue to exploit and profit off your private information, or you can go to aura.com/tgfm to start your 2-week free trial. The link is also in the description down below. So I highly recommend every single one of you check out Aura. Again, click the link in the description down below to try it out for yourself. Fred was a channel owned by Lucas Cruikshank, where he uploaded videos in which he played the role of the titular character, a hyperactive child with a high-pitched voice.
I'm gonna get Judy a love card. I love you like old people love chicken. It's perfect!
Fred was enormously popular during early YouTube, with each new skit getting millions upon millions of views, to the point where it became the first channel to earn 1 million subscribers in April of 2009. His immense popularity also allowed him to cross over into the mainstream media, starting out with cameos in shows like iCarly, before getting his own Nickelodeon program as well as 3 studio films. Shortly after the release of the 3rd movie, the Fred channel stopped uploading for 2 years. During this period, Mr. Crookshank started posting to a new, more personal account aptly titled Lucas. It wasn't until July 31st, 2013 that there was finally a new upload on the Fred channel, an announcement video that the character would be returning in 1 week. 7 days passed, and sure enough, Fred did return, but he was now being played by a young Korean boy.
Hey, it's me, the new Fred! Hey! Remember the Fred character with his funny YouTube videos? Well, now Fred is back, and he's even crazier! I even talked the original Fred! I'm better, more high-pitched, more squeaky. New Fred receives a lot of mail!
Naturally, fans were baffled and upset with this transformation. But what they would not figure out until months of strange content later was that this video was a sign of the permanent new direction that the channel had taken. You see, in 2012, Lucas sold the Fred brand to Collective Digital Studio, now known as Studio 71, a multi-channel network. After the sale, the Fred account was now home to a variety of comedy sketches and parodies, all of which had nothing to do with the original character. A live-action version of Adventure Time starring elderly people, a Man on the Street series hosted by Jake Paul, Minecraft animated stories. The network basically threw everything they could at the wall, but with views in the gutter, it was clear no ideas were sticking. Fred's analytics took a nosedive, and the channel's last upload, published on July 16, 2015, was a video of 2 kids asking strangers where babies come from.
But seriously, I want true, real answers. I know the story thing is not real. Where do babies come from?
You want the truth?
Yes.
Okay. Man has testicles, which have semen in them. And a woman has ovaries. And when that semen comes out and goes into the ovary...
It was quite an underwhelming fizzling out of an ending for such a monumental channel in YouTube history. Adam Dahlberg, aka Sky Does Minecraft, was one of the most popular gaming YouTubers of the 2010s. Having started uploading in 2011, he was one of the earliest creators to center his channel around Minecraft, and as a result was catapulted into success. Only 1 year into producing content for the popular sandbox game, he had already surpassed 1 million subs. The world appeared to be his oyster, but just like all content fads, this first Minecraft era of YouTube eventually fizzled out, and Adam's channel's performance suffered as a result. Unhappy with the circumstances, Adam left YouTube for a period of time before returning in 2017 with a new focus on creating music under the fresh pseudonym Net Nobody. While this venture at first gained some attraction due to his manufactured rap feud with KSI, it quickly started to drop in viewership. Adam began struggling with very public mental breakdowns, making several posts on social media and conducting live streams in an obviously unwell state of mind. Ultimately, he would end up returning to Minecraft content, which actually performed decently well. Although the road following his peak had been tumultuous, at this point in time it started to feel like things were finally looking up again for the once prominent gaming influencer. On January 23, 2022, Adam's ex-girlfriend and mother of a second child, Liz, published a statement on his Twitter accusing the YouTube star of mental and physical abuse, as well as countless moral failings inflicted upon other people. Harassing women, sending explicit images to minors, scamming people out of thousands of dollars, abusing a dog, the list went on. Given that Adam has not uploaded to the Sky Does Minecraft channel since these allegations were made public, many have credited Liz's statement for cratering his career. And no more proof is needed than the fact that 4 months after her tweet first dropped, Mr. Dahlberg put the Sky Does Minecraft channel up for sale on FameSwap, a digital marketplace for social media accounts, setting the price at $900,000. Once the internet picked up on this scheme, the listing was removed shortly after. For a while, many assumed he had successfully sold the account, but in early 2023, it appears Adam still had access, as he uploaded 2 YouTube shorts of his content. The Fine Bros have essentially been on YouTube since the very start of the site, but were able to reach mainstream notoriety in 2010. when they found success on their main channel with videos in which they had kids, teens, elders, and other marketable groups react to viral videos and trending topics on the internet. The channel was an instant hit, with videos like Kids React to Gay Marriage and Teens React to PewDiePie drawing tens of millions of views. And from the channel's popularity, the brothers formed their own entertainment company, React Media. Over the course of many years, the brand was host to countless controversies for which they received immense blowback from the internet. But their most notorious impropriety was in 2016, when they released a video announcing their new program, React World, in which they would license the format of their popular shows to other creators.
We are excited to announce React World, which is a first-of-its-kind program that allows people and companies to license all our popular shows online so that anyone, even you watching right now, can create your own versions in a fully legal way and be part of a new and exciting global community.
Many considered this to be a pretty brazen attempt to monopolize an incredibly basic video format, so that anyone who wanted to do similar reaction videos would have to share their revenue with the Fine Bros. Fittingly, the internet reacted rather negatively to this idea. Still, the brand weathered this, continuing to bring in over 100 million views per month up until 2019. But as the years continued to pass, reaction videos became more ubiquitous on the internet, leading to viewers wanting more personality-driven content in the genre. Because of this, a corporate entity like React Media's heyday was clearly in the rearview mirror. Even as they expanded their variety and quantity of content, their channel's engagement dropped off massively from its peak as they entered the 2020s. Which is why it came as a shock to no one when in 2021, the Fine Bros sold the React channel to Electric Monster, a digital media roll-up company that had been formed the same year. Little is known about this acquisition, and considering neither of the Fine Bros have posted anything on their social media in the time since it occurred, makes many believe that there was fallout behind the scenes. The only public statement the brothers have made about the sale was for a Variety article, in which they said, "I have and always wanted to build a strong digital brand with the intention of eventually passing it on to people we know would be able to help it continue to grow. After working on the company non-stop for over 15 years, we are happy to see it transitioning to Electric Monster, and will be stepping away to finally spend some quality time with our family. We trust the company and channels are in good hands to continue to evolve, expand, and thrive." In 2005, best friends Ian Hecox and Anthony Padilla created a YouTube channel called Smosh, where they uploaded videos of themselves lip-syncing to the theme songs of children's shows. Smosh was one of the first ever channels to skyrocket to viral stardom because of their videos. But their true loyal following came when the two turned the focus of their channel towards making absurdist comedy sketches with eye-catching thumbnails. In 2011, unsure of the security of YouTube as a revenue stream, Ian and Anthony sold their channel to Alloy Digital, a company that would eventually become Defy Media. Years later, more would be revealed about this acquisition, but at the time it flew under the radar for all of Smosh's loyal fans. The sketches continued as they always had, and the channel only grew in popularity as years passed. In 2013, Smosh became the first YouTube channel to reach 10 million subscribers, but their incredible success wasn't just restricted to the main channel or even the platform of YouTube itself. Under Defy Media, Smosh branched out into many different ventures, including a gaming channel, cartoons, video games, movies, comic books, and so forth. They even launched a sitcom called Part-Timers in 2016, which ran for 2 seasons. Things seemed to be going well until 2017. On June 14th of that year, Anthony Padilla announced that he would be leaving Smosh and carving out his career's future on his own personal YouTube account, citing frustration with his lack of creative freedom under the company as the reason for his decision. While the channel continued as it had for a year without Anthony, things would change when in November of 2018, to the internet's collective astonishment, Defy Media announced that it was shutting down operations effective immediately and laying off all of the employees. After the news went public, Anthony made a video going after Defy Media for taking advantage of him and Ian all those years ago.
That company was drawing in millions of dollars every year, and I was seeing a fraction of that. I have no idea where all that money went that the company was making, which I also just read had millions of dollars invested into it last year, and now it's gone. Where did all that money go?
He explained that they had sold the channel to Defy not for any set amount of money, but for stock in the company, even though it never went public, meaning that they had effectively given away the most popular channel on YouTube for free. For Smosh's most successful years, Ian and Anthony were paid on a salary and were not given any financial stake in the brand they created and wholly represented. In any case, Smosh's future was now entirely up in the air. Fortunately, Ian and the Smosh team found a new home after the channel was sold again, this time to Rhett and Link's media company, Mythical Entertainment. The channel views have been on a downward spiral ever since, with many speculating that the money being brought in no longer justifies how much it costs to run. Grace Helbig's journey of content creation began in November of 2007, when she was house-sitting for a family and decided to vlog the experience for her personal YouTube channel, Gracie H in a Box. From this experience, she realized her passion for making videos. On March 8, 2008, she and her roommate Michelle created a new YouTube channel called Grace and Michelle, where they garnered thousands of views with their vlogs. Rob Barnett, the founder and CEO of an online brand called My Damn Channel, discovered Grace's videos both on her personal and shared channels, and gave her the offer to host her own web series of video blogs on his website. This show would become Daily Grace, which premiered in April of that year, and published new installments every weekday, eventually moving onto the official Daily Grace YouTube page. This would all end on December 27th of 2013 though, when Helbig posted what would be her final episode in the Daily Grace series on the channel entitled See You Next Year. In the video, she cryptically alludes to what her fans would soon understand. 4 days later, My Damn Channel posted a statement to their website with the heading, "Thank you, Grace," in which Helbig's fans received a world-shaking announcement, as well as some insight into the behind-the-scenes arrangement of the series. With that, many discovered their favorite creator had no ownership of the series or account she was responsible for growing. Grace decided against renewing a contract that most fans did not know even existed. As it turned out, My Damn Channel was not actually her damn channel. And on January 6th of the following year, as she had alluded to in her goodbye video, Grace returned with a new upload, but this time doing so on her old personal account that she had started all those years ago, now renamed It's Grace. The Daily Grace account tried to pivot with new content, but it all failed. And even Grace's own popularity has all but evaporated, with her last video from 4 months ago only garnering 34,000 views despite having over 2 million subscribers.
Hi, my name is Grace Dahlberg. If you don't know now, you know your life is different now, and my life is different now.
An interesting fact is that last story technically doesn't have anything to do with a YouTuber selling their own channel, but it is an anecdote I've been wanting to tell for a while, so I included it here anyway. And with that, I think I'll end the video here. So until next time, thanks for watching.